beat your ass, right?
Let's go, D. What's the
Got lucky last night, boy. It's gonna get real ugly.
A first down throw, Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
He's fighting for the wild card, man.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go, son. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Lady.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 2nd and 2, Darnold, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. You can't block me. Rock it. Go out. Quick now.
It's caught. Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Squeeze. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch.
Running is Barber. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They run. Montgomery. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph caught by Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's Barber. And the hole closes quickly here. They can fight only about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
I'm telling you, he's on the 6. He went on the 6.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's bring it. He's coming. Look at me. Door. Watch the safety screen.
One more time with Barber. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's
what the fuck is? Oh my God!
Touchdown, Texans.
Boy, this nigga really moved from the interception.
5th touchdown.
Boy, this game is so bullshit.
As they are now on the board.
This
here in the
nigga
first
ran
half.
from. Wow.
But that run's really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the #1 thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard down a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Oh, he sheds himself free. Shrugs off another.
Damn.
Try to get it to Woods.
Damn.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Darnold. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Hey, D-line, get in there. Hey, C6.
On 1st and 10, Darnold got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Airing it out deep for Wood. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Woods the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
I know you see me call your ball. Hold on.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 54. Gotta do better. Ready? Come on. Right there. Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20.
You got a mind fucking too. Yes, you did.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rudolph on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rudolph on play action.
Bust him up.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Rudolph. Being chased out left.
Oh, I had it.
He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Got it.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Barber. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down. It's Barber.
Get the man killed.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Set, ready, 10-2 start. Ready.
Rudolph. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25. Looking for Woods that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, lady. Mark 55. Mark 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now what do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
80 weapons. Go. Check. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Motion backfield.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Who that is? Kenny?
Now Montgomery running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
132 fighter. Check 26. Check. Go. Check hot.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rudolph now to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Rudolph looking to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He's going to take, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. They will snap it to Rudolph. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Montgomery. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go!
Rudolph looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Man, they brought my dog in,
but it's
I'm
2nd
actually
down.
trying to go like a pig.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Rudolph finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Barber. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barber, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out. So for Baltimore, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, taking it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like,